What's going on, y'all? I'm Gazer2K, and this is your weekly wrap up. Here we're going to talk about your the latest, the greatest, what happened in the last week. A week and like a day ago was a Pittsburgh regional. I can't say it was like a huge surprise, but Lost Box is the thing that won it. There was a moment in there that was great though. That moment, I'm getting ahead of myself, but that moment where if spoiler alert, if you didn't see Pittsburgh yet, watch the VOD, go back and watch it. But spoiler alert, Andrew Estrada won it all with Lost Box. He had a moment where he got judged, and the opponent, Jesse Parker, who played fabulously, by the way. Jesse Parker, he said he made a few mistakes here and there, but I went back and watched a lot of his plays, and I didn't see anything just like, oh no, he doomed himself, oh, it's over.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
But hey, you know better when you play your deck and when you play if you made a mistake or something's going to cost you. So maybe he saw something I didn't see. But he played fabulously, and he played to all his outs, put a big charm on one of his... He played Miraidon. Put a big charm on his Miraidon, I think, or Raikou, so it couldn't get knocked out. And played around everything he could. He hit Andrew with a judge, taking away his whole setup. Only thing could beat him is like if Andrew got Sableye and Energy. And Andrew drew his 4 cards, drew his top card for his turn. And then if Andrew couldn't hit it, Jesse was going to win the next game. I mean, the next turn, right? And Jesse was going to win game. But Andrew slow rolled it, which is kind of like a sick move, though. You got to admit that, man. Some people probably were like, "Oh no, he can't do that. That's wrong. He's not playing in the spirit of the game." No, the dude, I thought it was cool. That adds a flair to the game. Just like, let's see what happens, man. If I got it, I got it. If not, you got it. And I've done that before. People are playing Pokestop. I'm gonna use your Pokestop, man. Let's see if I hit it. Dang, I missed it. Or, yep, got it. It's fun. And it just, I don't know. But yeah, Andrew slow rolled it. He's like, can I play hand up? And Jesse said, yeah, hell yeah, sure. So then, I don't know if he said hell yeah, I'm paraphrasing. But yeah, Andrew flipped over his cards, and he literally had everything. I think it was a Nest Ball in there, Sableye was there, the Mirage Gate, a Psychic Energy, just whatever he needed, he was going to get it. Super Rod, whatever it was, he had out everything. He still had Flower Selecting, so Sableye came in, cleaned up the match, and finished it off, and Andrew won Pittsburgh. But to see Jesse, and Jesse's a longtime friend of Andrew Mahone, and they test together all the time, and to see him, get that far Miraidon almost went all the way. It was this close. The best Miraidon player before that was Andrew Mahone himself at Worlds, took like 21st, right? But Jesse came in, took second, and his build is a little different than Andrew's. But I always thought Miraidon was solid. I played it for about 3 months, and I played it for about 3 weeks when it first came out. And it was kind of, up, down, kind of inconsistent to me. So I dropped it, went to Gudra. Gudra, man. And yeah, but I always liked Miraidon. But the top 4 was 4 different decks in Pittsburgh. And shout out to Andrew Hedrick. I talked to Hedrick a few times, met him in Fresno, way back when, during the regional. The top 4 had 4 different decks. Andrew Hedrick had Lugia, Colin Merrill Matthews had Mew, which, you know how I feel about Mew. I want to get into that. But and then Jesse had Miraidon, and Andrew, of course, had Lost Box. So 4 different decks. I think there's a second Miraidon in top 8. There was a Chin Pal, which I don't think is a real deck, but hey, it got there. Pittsburgh was fun, but right after Pittsburgh, we had during Pittsburgh, actually, I take that back. We had another regional going on, or not a regional. It was the Champions League in Yokohama. That had over 3,000 players, and winning that one was actually Miraidon. Miraidon actually won that one. And we were expecting to see Charizard this past that past weekend in either Pittsburgh or Yokohama, and no Zard. The highest Zard in Yokohama was 8th, but Miraidon actually won that one. Looks like there's a Guardian top 4. Okay, Rapid Box, which we'll get to in a little bit, and a Lugia as well. There's a Lugia in top 4, but yeah, Miraidon actually won the Yokohama League. 3,000 players, so Miraidon's a solid deck. But then this past weekend, we had a special event in Barcelona, and Charizard finally made his debut. Finally, showed up. I think he had 8% meta share, and I guess they're on to something over there, overseas, which I've been on the Charizard kick with Lost Charizard for maybe a month now. I love it. I can't wait till Friday. Those 70 HP Charmanders come out in the 151 set. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. Oh my gosh. But yeah, over in Barcelona, Tort Reckless took 5th with Guardy, and he's still on the Guardy kick, which is fine. We had 3 Lost Boxes, go 8th, 7th, 6th, couldn't crack the top 4. But in top 4, Charizard did make it in there with Alberto. Alberto's lost Charizard, which is like, I feel like that's the best way to play Charizard. Although this weekend I played a few rounds and seen a few different matches of Arczard with the Pidgeot and everything like that, and it's good. I just feel like Charizard's a really good card. And there's gonna be so many different ways to play it coming up pretty soon. You can play it without Sableye, you can play it with Sableye, you can play it Lost Box, you can play it Arceus, you can play it with just Pidgeot. There's the one with Gardevoir that made some noise back in Yokohama. That took the top 8, right? Yeah, there's one with Gardevoir. So many different ways to play it, and it's so versatile, I feel like, because people say, oh, it gets shut down my path. Not really, it's a 2 energy attacker. Give me 2 turns, you're not gonna knock me out in 2 turns, and now I'm swinging for who knows how much damage. So I really do like this with Charizard. But Charizard did not win the event. It took 3rd. In the finals was Guardian Rapid Strike Box. Now let me tell you this, man. And I gotta go make some clips. I gotta do a video, YouTube video, a short about the top plays of the Barcelona special event. I think all the top plays are gonna be Rapid Strike Box because Francisco just took off in the finals. And even in the top 4 semifinals, he had plays where he was able to yoga loop twice in one game. Plays where he yoga looped and then moved some damage around and then knocked out something else and then went with the Urshifu and Rapid G-Max Rapid. It was crazy. And that's what Rapid Box is. It's surgical. It can chop stuff up, dissect, move a piece here, this goes there. You have to really think. And I ran into one yesterday. That's my winning in against one of the team tap players, team attach pass. And I beat him last weekend at a cup. And I'll let y'all in on a little secret. My Lost Zone Charizard was playing double Manaphy. And he was picking on my Manaphy, trying to, get it with the rapid flow and everything like that, set it up for rapid flow. And my next turn, I said, hey, I'm going to bench Manaphy. And he's like, 2 Manaphys? So I beat him. He couldn't get around to 2 Manaphys. I hit him with a late game Iono, took out his Octillery. I played it well, and I beat him. And then I flamed out the rest of the cup. But this cup, I was playing really well. I get to my winning end. And there he is. I'm like, okay, same matchup as before. I got to play it pretty well. And I didn't play a Colress the whole game. It was about a 6-turn game for me. I didn't play a single Colress, but I played all my outs. I got a Charizard going turn 2. I bossed up his Octillery, took it out, and then he just said, okay, Clara brought everything back. I was like, well, that sucks. But then I was hitting his Inteleon VMAXs, 180, okay, it's close to knockout. And then he said Cheryl, and it all left. So Rapid Strike Box is a tough matchup for my deck, and not just any deck. I guess for Guardy, Lost Box, Miraidon. I guess Miraidon's 50-50. Either Urshifu comes in or Inteleon comes in. So I guess it'll go either way. But that Rapid Strike Box can be surgical, man. You got to be really big brain to use that. Shout out to my opponent, man, Jordan of Team Attach Pass, who did his thing with that. But the past week and 8 days, 9 days, we've had a variety of decks. Miraidon's done well. Guardia's still up there. Lost Box is always going to be there. Charizard finally, bubbled his way in. So, moving into this meta, things are going to be interesting. I feel like we got, a lot to look forward to. It's a fun time. 151 comes out Friday. That's going to make it, it's going to add in Mew EX, which is a fun card that can, do a few different things, Mew EX. We also have some other things coming out. Not till November. So, a couple months, but there were some reveals that came out about 2 weeks ago. And if I had some sad music to play right here, I would. This is some sad times. Where do I start? Iron Hands EX. Iron Hands EX. Check Twitter. You will see Jake Gearhart flipping out, going crazy about Iron Hands GX, man. Iron Hands is one of the Paradox Pokemon. He's a cyborg, Android 18, Android 16. Cell. He's a robot version of Hariyama from Gen 3. They brought him all the way back, said, hey, look, he's a robot now. He's got the iron hands, right? This dude has an attack. Don't worry about the first attack. No one's going to use the first attack ever in their lives. The second attack, though, whatever it's called, is for 4 energy, 1 lightning, 3 colorless. It does 120 damage. If you take a knockout with this attack, take 1 extra prize card. People are afraid it's ADP all over again, which, dang it could be. Dang it, it could be. It could be fun because I want to play it in Charizard. So it could be fun. But you're gonna see it in Charizard. You'll see it in Lost Box. You'll see it in Palkia. You'll see it with Chin-Pal. You'll see it with just so many random decks because it only needs 1 lightning. Okay, you might see it in freaking Lugia. You know how bonkers that goes in the mirror? Well, I guess you won't see it in Lugia, huh? 'Cause if you attach the special energy, then yeah, never mind. You won't see it in Lugia. Let me take that back. Let me rewind that. Got ahead of myself. But it can pop in 5 different decks. I think I want to play it in Lost Box. I think I want to play it in Charizard and see how that goes. But yeah, Iron Hands was revealed almost 2 weeks ago, along with Godango. That's gonna be fun, right? The Cheese Man, the gold guy, the coin guy. The ability to just draw a card. Hey, draw a card. If he's active, bro, you know what? Draw 2. Take 2 cards. You know how many switch ropes? You know, I mean, a switch card, not switch card, but you know how many switches and escape ropes and just, oh, gotta draw cards. I'm gonna feel like a Mew player, bro, just drawing cards. I hate Mew players, by the way. I'm gonna feel like a Mew player just drawing cards, man. But his attack is fun too. For 1 metal energy, discard as many energy as you choose. This attack does 50 damage for each metal energy, for each energy discard this way. It's pretty good. I think it could be better than Excalibur and Chin Pal. You don't need a stage 2 to set it up. You just go stage 1, boom, I'm good to go. If you get 4 of those out, evolve all 4, you're drawing 4 cards a turn. It could be pretty good. I think it could be pretty good. Also revealed were a few tools. You know, and these are TMs. They're gonna allow you to attack. These TMs you attach to your Pokemon, you can use the attack. Once you use the attack, you know the TMs kind of fall off, they break. It's kind of like in the games now, why did they change that in the games? Use the TM just broke. Oh, whoops, it broke, sorry. Anyway, these TMs have a couple different ones. A few were reviewed, you know, about a month ago, but these are the 2 that, you know, I'm really like, whoa. When I first saw this, I'm like, whoa, this is cool. The Evolution TM. For 1 colorless, you attach the TM for the tool for 1 colorless. Choose 2 of your bench Pokemon, evolve them. Search through your deck, evolve them. Cool. Great for setup, right? That's going to be so cool. Wow. And then, like, 10 minutes later, you know, Antoine Boulay, shout out to Twan Boulay, Twan revealed the de-evolution one. Attach energy, colorless energy, devolve all your opponent's Pokemon in play. Just wipe them out. Imagine the Charizard Pidgeot deck. I got 2 Charizards set up. I have my Pidgeot. I'm good to go. I got my Bidoof. I'm drawing card. This is great. Okay. And then Lost Box just says, cool. Okay, tool, de-evolution. They're all 60 HP now. Your rare candies are gone. I win. Here comes Sableye. I win. How is that fair? Or cool, de-evolution. Okay, next turn, here comes Iron Hands. Yeah, my Iron Hands. I win. How is that fair? Okay, Paradox Rift in November is going to go crazy with those cards, man. That's not right. They can't do that. Why? Come on, man. Come on. So, I mean, the meta's like in a good spot right now. I feel like, you know, there's so much, you know, fluidity and so many different things going on. But, yeah. People were excited about that Garchomp that got reviewed, a month ago? The water type Garchomp, Terra type. But then Iron Hands came out and said, nah, bruh, you ain't doing nothing. And I thought the Garchomp could be solid too, but nah, not with no Iron Hands. I can't think of anything. Oh! A Jirachi got revealed. A basic Jirachi. Put it on the bench. Boom. Your opponent's basic Pokemon cannot place damage counters on your Pokemon. Cool. It's cool. It's going to help slow down. It's not going to stop Sableye, but it'll slow him down, which is cool. I can't think of anything else. Oh, yes, I can. So many Paradox cards. You know, future and past cards got revealed. You know, Toro and Sada have new cards. One lets you, it's like a double Melanie. Attach 2 energy to your bench Pokemon that have past in their name and draw 3 cards. That's good. And then Toro's just, isn't it just pick up a Pokemon? Just, hey, grab him over there. Just pick him up. Isn't that it? Past and future cards going to get a lot of help. A lot of cards going to be geared towards them, which is going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to maybe using, what's his face? Iron Valiant. Because he places 2 damage counters and, you know, you move it around, place 2 more. I don't know. It could be fun. But yeah, there's a lot of fun cards coming out in Paradox. There's also, you know, 2 cards that just, the Evolution, TM, and Iron Hands. Oh, man. I want to play Iron Hands. But it's going to take away a lot of Stage 2 decks, which I thought the game was leaning towards more Stage 2s, but it's going to take away a lot of Stage 2 decks. You put that in a Lost Box just as a one of. You say, oh, shoot, I'm playing against a Charizard deck? Let me go ahead and find my TM. Here it is. Boom, boom. Late game, I win. So it's, ooh, man. But I mean, that's not for another month. Friday, we have 151 coming out. And last Friday we had McDonald's come out. The McDonald's promos. Nothing to write home about. Nothing special. But I mean, they're collectible. You go to your local McDonald's, you get a Happy Meal, so you get a little, cheeseburger, you get some fries or apples. Gotta be healthy. Apple juice or milk, and then you get some Pokemon cards. You can't complain about that. When they did this back in 2020, my wife and I, we went to McDonald's maybe twice a day. We buy one, we eat them, we eat the food, but you got to catch them all, man. Got to catch them all. But that was last week. This week, this Friday, 151 comes out, and I'm excited for Mew. I'm excited for 70 HP Charmanders, so I can go to Sacramento Regional and play my Lost Zard and not have to worry about lost boxes. And I got Sableye turn 2. Bang, bang, your Manders are dead. Bye, see you later, you lose. I'm excited for that. So, 70 HP Charmanders. Mew EX is going to be fun. There's also a couple other cards, though. Everyone's talking about Arbok. My boy Josh Hatter, he's in love with that Arbok for some reason. It's a dark type. I think what do your opponent do? They have to discard a card from their hand? Or 2 cards, whatever. It's not going to be good. It's nothing. Don't worry about Arbok. Don't worry about that. Alakazam can be fun. It can hit 120 from the bench. You put forward a Klefki. You put forward Mimikyu, the one that blocks EXs and stuff. Maybe you could have some fun there. But if they just if they take out your Alakazam, which is weak to dark, which is not a good type because Charizard's running around here, it only has 310 HP, so it's very frail. Who would have thought in the year 2023, the year of our Arceus, 2023, 310 HP? Be like, oh man, that thing's kind of frail. Oh, wait a second. Who'd have thought? Who? What? But yeah, it's a stage 2, so maybe Alakazam can be fun, but it's not gonna be that great. Am I missing anything from 151? I can't think of anything. Nah. I think 151 is gonna be just Mew EX, 70 HP Charmanders. Kazam could be fun. Oh, the Blastoise could be interesting. I mean, once again, with that de-evolution spray in November, if you're going to play Blastoise, play it now. Play it when it comes out. Blastoise EX, I think, has 130 HP. The ability, Solid Shell, or whatever it is, reduces damage by 30. So you effectively have 160 HP. Effectively. Respectfully and effectively. And then for, was it 2 Water Energy? You can discard up to 2 Water Energy and do 140 for each Water Energy discard, which is good too. You can hit 280, so you're knocking out V stars, which is cool. So I don't know. I like Zard over that, but I think just it's gonna be Mew and it's gonna be the Charmanders. That's all I really see. That's all I really see for 151. Great collector set. Like there's that gold Mew everybody's gonna be after in the alt art Mew. Great collector set, but I think that's about it. Last thing I want to talk about, there's been some controversy on Twitter. I mean, when isn't there controversy on Twitter? But it's been going on for, a couple weeks? A couple things happened. The whole Adderall thing. So, I guess both these things are revolved around Azul. Shout out to Azul GG, man. That's the guy. I met him a few times, man. Fresno, different regionals. Met him a few times. He, cool guy, man. Cool people. But, I guess both of him are just, he makes these comments and these tweets are, kind of tongue in cheek and just, they're funny, but people take them the wrong way. So, he talks about Adderall. It's like, hey, as a joke, hey, is it cheating, to go to a regional if I, take Adderall? Because, you're focusing, you're locked in. I'm locked in. I'm drawing every card and I see every card. And, I see the future. And, because, it helps you focus in. And people took that the wrong way. And then my boy, shout out to King Dre Clout of the Shuffle Squad, my boy Dre. What's up, homie? I see you, Dre. I don't know why I'm looking up to this guy. Dre, I see like he died. Dre, I see you, bro. I see you up there. Anyway, man, but no, shout out to my guy, Dre, man. But he made a joke too. Or not a joke, but he made a comment, and that guy took him the wrong way, and it went so far left. And I'm like, if you need it to function correctly, then let that be. It's fine. But if you're taking it just because you're, like, hey, man, I need an edge to focus in, or I just need to focus, and, you're not should be taking it, you take medication that you don't need. It affects your body in different ways. So you might look like you're, something's wrong with you, or no, something's going on. If I took blood pressure medication, something might go horribly wrong with me. So, but no, that's what Dre was getting at. And people took it the wrong way. So that became a whole thing. I also started with a Zool comment, which is funny. The other thing Azul made a comment about, once again, a tongue-in-cheek joke, which I found kind of funny, but, shout out to Mitch from Stabilize, another guy we had on the podcast one time. I love Mitch. But Mitch took it to offense, took it to heart. Azul said something along the lines of, to win a Australian regional, you have to just wake up on time. What does Azul say? Feed the kangaroo at the front door and beat, what was the dude's name? And the dude he mentioned tweeted back something like, Yeah, that's about right. Because I guess he took first place in the region at one time or whatever it was. But he tweeted back, and then someone else tweeted one time, "Dang, I couldn't beat the final boss. I couldn't do the final thing because he couldn't beat the guy." It was funny. Some people took it one way. Azul was basically saying, Australia's kind of free when it comes to regions, when it comes to points, and I'm not gonna say in a way they are, and it sucks. We lost OCIC, but I know some prominent players, out there. Jay Sparksy. Mitch from the Stabilize a great player. Jay Loves, in the Pokemon cards. And of course, there's Henry Brand, So, I know some of these guys, on a personal level. I feel like Stephen A. Smith when I say that. I know him personally. I know him on a personal level. I know him. I went to his daughter's graduation. No, not all that. But I mean, I know these guys, and I know these guys can play. Natalie Miller, of course. These people could play. But I think what I was getting at is the threshold for points is so low. It kind of feels like it's just it's kind of easy, which it isn't easy. You still have to win. You still have to play the game to win. And I understand that. I think, he truly understands that as well. He's just saying the threshold is low. He's making a joke about it. But Mitch, took that the wrong way, took exception to that. And I can see both sides. I took it, I find it funny. I find everything funny, so I found that funny. But I can see both sides of that. But yeah, that was a week. I kind of caught it for the last 2 weeks, but technically the last 8 days, so it's a little over a week. But I mean, this is the first episode, so we'll do more of these weekly wrap-ups, these weekly raps. That's what I'm gonna call them, weekly raps. Should I use rap with an R? Weekly rap and put the R like rap, and I rap the in the stream out like, hey, hey, Gazer Beam, I came to play. Gazer Beam, I came to fillet, chop you up like fish. Hey, I don't know. I'll come up with something. Weekly rap. Speaking of raps, for the win TCG put out a rap. And I felt challenged. I used to rap a lot, and I felt challenged, man. I gotta diss him. I don't have to diss him, but I gotta rap too. I gotta rap something back, man. I got stuff written down, but I need to go ahead and just go ahead and just do it. So, what up for the win? But yeah, that was a weekly rap. I'm Gazing 2K, and I guess we wrapped it up.